Hello everyone, and welcome back to more pre-vet questions answered for you guys. You guys want to know what to wear. I think it differs by school. Every school is going to have a dress code. Per usual, I can only speak to how it is at Mizzou. So first year, while in didactics, the only t-shirts, like graphic tees we could wear, they had to say Mizzou on it, which was really sad to the girl who just wore sorority t-shirts and leggings in undergrad. So I bought a shit ton of Mizzou wear, but otherwise I just wore like plain shirts like this and jeans, no rips in them. We couldn't wear leggings or sweatpants or anything like that. We could wear like an appropriate length dress, skirt, or shorts, but it was absolutely freezing in the auditorium where we sat for 9 hours, so most of us wore jeans and like brought a sweatshirt, like a plain colored sweatshirt to wear over our shirt. Second year, they took out the Mizzou clause, so then you could wear whatever graphic tee you wanted, as long as it was appropriate. So that probably saved people a bunch of money not having to buy Mizzou specific graphic tees. On clinics, it's mostly business casual for like the small animal department upstairs. I bought a lot of business casual and wore it for like 3 weeks before the world shut down. So now all we wear is scrubs, but before COVID, there was only a very few select services that let you wear scrubs instead of business casual. So hopefully this girl is working emergency in the future and never has to wear business casual again, except to maybe like a continuing ed conference. Definitely that scrub life. At Figs, please sponsor me. Another question I got was, what did I use for a laptop? Literally the second day of vet school, I realized that my computer was not holding up. It was terribly slow. I got this laptop my sophomore year of undergrad, so I was like 3 years old, which honestly it shouldn't like suck that much, but it did. So in the meantime, I got an iPad Pro, I got a little Apple Pen and the keyboard attachment to put on it so I could type notes, I could draw on the PowerPoints or notes that like they were lecturing on, and that helped a lot. I also could highlight notes if I didn't want to print it out and waste paper. I could do it all on my iPad. Since then, I have replaced the entire insides of my computer so it functions as brand new. I just like the bigger screen, and my hands like typing on the laptop better. Also on clinics, it's almost impossible to use an iPad, at least for the software that my school runs on, because it just doesn't, the website doesn't function properly on an iPad. How far to live from school? During didactics, there's probably not a requirement because you're not really on call, but think about it. You're in class 8 to 5 every day. That doesn't account for exams that start maybe at 7 and clubs that go until 7. Do yourself a favor and don't live more than 15 minutes from school. You don't need to have a longer commute and like be away from home for longer. On clinics, some rotations will tell you that you have to be within 15 minutes while you're on call. So while I do know people that live farther than 15 minutes and they'll just stay with friends while they're on call, you're gonna have clinic days that are over 15 hours. You do not want to be commuting and taking up more time. That it's just unreasonable. Live close to school. Do not make this harder on yourself. Another favorite, having a pet. Everyone knows that I have a fluffy little golden retriever named Flynn. He is my pride and joy, my spirit animal. That's him up there. He's currently chewing a toy on my bed. Ironic because I'm sitting on his bed filming this because it's near the window for the light. I got Flynn as a present to myself for surviving first year. At Missouri, you're only allowed out of the state for 2 weeks of the summer, but we only get a 7-week summer because we go to school so long. So it's not that big a deal, but I got him at the end of first year. I trained him over that summer, and between roommates and friends, he has been fine. Like, yes, there's long clinic days. Yes, I guess I still do work weekends. But there's always someone around to let him out. I think every vet student ends up with at least one animal by the end of vet school. I think it's just like a rite of passage type thing. So I wouldn't like say don't do it because vet school is too hard, like too time consuming. Everyone needs a fluffy friend. Again, if you guys have any other questions I did not answer, please let me know. I will gladly make another IGTV answering your questions, or if you think of some along your way, especially if you go to Mizzou, got into Mizzou, please let me know. I am always here to chat and help.